Monday. Happy Corona Monday. It's Corona every day around here, y'all, because we are social distancing. We are in the house and trying to keep ourselves sane and trying not to put our family outside. I'm going to just tell the truth. Trying not to put them outside. It's a lot. If you've never been on a Mondays with Mo, welcome. The Confetti Collective is a platform designed to inspire women of all ages to boost their confidence so we all can create our big, beautiful lives. The goal is just to enjoy this ride called life. Like some of you, like a lot of you probably, I have been doing all kinds of stuff in the house and just, just giving myself opportunity to just do stuff that I have been telling myself I didn't have time for. So I revisited Michelle Obama's book. I have been doing a lot of business stuff and seeing a lot of business conversations happening that made me think about something that I remember reading in the book that we have to do right now, and that is swerving. So in the book, Michelle Obama talks about that she calls it a swerve, which is a change of direction that is unexpected or abrupt, right? And if we ain't in swerving season, I don't know what is swerving season. If coronavirus hasn't made you swerve, like, I don't know what's going on. I wanted to pull out the book because I wanted to call out some things that I think we should talk about, that I think can help us, all of us, in this process right now with this global health crisis. So in the book, she talks about her being a box checker. She had her life, it was very ordered, and it was planned, and it was carefully crafted. And she talks about how recognizing that it didn't serve her because her intense drive was rooted in pleasing others. In the book, she says, I endured misery for the sake of appearances. What? As women, we do that. I can admit now that I was driven not just by logic, but by some reflexive wish for other people's approval. She said, this may be a fundamental, I want y'all to hear this. This may be a fundamental problem with caring a lot about what others think. It can put you on the established path, the my, isn't that impressive path, and keep you there for a long time. Maybe it stops you from swerving or from ever even considering a swerve, because what you risk losing in terms of other people's high regard can feel too costly. Child, look. We have got to stop caring so much about what people think about what we do and go after what is lighting our soul on fire. That's lesson number one. That's why the swerve is important. Then she talked in the book about how meeting her soon-to-be husband exposed the facade, exposed the fakery and phoniness of her highly crafted existence. Because this is the thing. On the outside, everybody was saying, oh my gosh, that's so impressive. This is so wonderful. And she got caught up in that. But when she met her husband, her soon-to-be husband, it made her feel some type of way because she felt exposed and vulnerable. Let me read y'all something else. Until now, this is story time, y'all. Until now, I constructed my existence carefully, tucking and folding every loose and disorderly bit of it as if building some tight and airless piece of origami. I had labored over its creation. I was proud of how it looked, but it was delicate. If one corner came untucked, I might discover that I was restless. If another popped loose, it might reveal that I was uncertain about the professional path I'd so deliberately put myself on, about all the things I told myself I wanted. I think now it's why I guarded myself so carefully, why I still wasn't ready to let him, you know who him is, in. He was like a wind that threatened to unsettle everything. Because even though you looked so coiffed and crafted, And somebody comes into your life and shakes your stuff up so bad that you realize that you were never as put together as you thought you were. It was all fake. So once she decided to let him in and, to start going on dates and things and, let him woo her and stuff, she was realizing that she was more caught up in the picture of what she thought her life was supposed to look like, and she was outside of her purpose. She was exposed. In the presence of his certainty, talking about her husband, his notion that he could make some sort of difference in this world, I couldn't help but feel a little lost by comparison. His sense of purpose seemed like an unwitting challenge to my own. Because that's what happens when we come in contact with people that are firm in their own foundation. It shows us that ours is shaky. And when that happens, when you get to the point that you feel vulnerable and exposed, you got one of two responses. You can double down on what makes you comfortable and stay in the finely crafted picture, or you can do what she did and lean into the swerve, the change of direction, because it could help you. I'm going to read y'all one more thing. She says, there's something innately bolstering about a person who sees his opportunities as endless, who doesn't waste time or energy questioning whether they will ever dry up. She says, it was okay to make my own leap into the unknown because she recognized the unknown wasn't going to kill me. Then she ends this chapter. She says, don't worry, Barack was saying. You can do this. We'll figure it out. Girl, I don't. Drop the mic. Close the book. Why are you playing? Why are you avoiding what life is telling you need to be doing? This situation that we are in right now, you could see this as the largest banana peel ever to be thrown in your path, or you could choose to see this as an opportunity to reset. You get to choose.